find out how I went from this to this. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in for another Hawkins Corner. So today on Hawkins Corner, we are restoring a rescued wig. So what I decided to do was go through my wig cabinet where I have all of these different types of wigs, some that I've stopped wearing for noticeable reasons and some that I don't even remember who they were, and she is one of them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through this wig from the beginning. I neglected this baby. I mean, well, not child services, HPS, the hair protection services should have been called on me because I neglected this baby and she deserved a bit more life in my world. So check out from start to finish how I restored this wig to look like this, and I'll be back at the end. All right, guys, so introducing Shirley. She is a wig rescue I got from my wig cabinet. I don't know what's going on with Shirley, but she looks to be like a 13 by 5. As you can see, most of the lace is in the center, and I put that elastic strap on. The first thing I'm going to do is use the Ebon Tinted, and I'm just going to spray it inside the lace to tint it, and then I'm going to put it on with a natural black wig cap. This wig, I couldn't figure out if she was straight, curly, what, but it just looks like a lost cause already. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to comb through it. Now, you never comb from the root to the tip, but because that middle part is so dense, which I'll talk about at the end of the video, I had to blow dry it out, and the blow drying kind of relaxes that density, and it helps me to get rid of the tangling besides just like wetting it or making it tangle even more. So my goal right now is just to try to comb through the entirety of the wig because hair protection services should have been called because I did not take care of her. It was like I got a new wig and I was like, you go in the back, and that is where Shirley was, in the back. I'm sorry, Shirley. So I'm just combing through it. Remember, never comb from the root to the tip. I'm combing from the root to the tip because I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm going to speed it up, and just the goal is to comb it all out and get out all those tangles before I move on to the next step. Now I'm going to adhere the wig with the Got To Be Glued gel. If you go back to my other videos, you'll see that I use the Got To Be Glued gel in the spray. You want to make sure that that is tacky before you start sticking it on with your hair blow dry on cool. I did bleach the knots, and I did a little bit of plucking. I should have did more. So I'm just adhering it. Now I'm using heat and just using the tip of my comb to make sure that it is down. And I did notice that I did not cut off all the lace from this one that hair was on, and you want to cut the lace as close to the hairline as possible because it looks as natural as possible. You don't want your lace to show, so the more you can get off, the better chance you have of it not showing. And I'm just going to repeat this process throughout the hairline and pretty much make sure that wig is tight and right. Okay, so I know it's looking a little crusty, but I'll show you how to clean that up at the end. So now I'm styling it, and I actually was trying to figure out what it was. So I started with straightening it first, then I curled it, and then I was like, wait, I know what wig this is. This is Shirley, the Wet and Wavy wig. So I'm going to take it and part it. Then I'm going to take my hot comb and try to lay this area that's super dense flat just so it can look better. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tie my elastic band around the hairline, which is going to melt that lace and make it look as close to growing from my scalp as possible. And I left that on all night so that when I woke up in the morning, that lace would be melted on my head. This elastic band method is the best method. The satin ties don't do it. Nothing does it. Something about that elastic. So now it's Sunday morning, praise the Lord, getting ready for church. And now all I'm going to do is saturate the hair with water. I don't know what was going on with that spray. I need to get a better sprayer. That's a Walmart sprayer. And I'm going to use the Mael Pomegranate Leave-In Conditioner to condition it and to make it look like that wet look. So you can actually wear it in two ways. You can wear it in this wet look way, or you can wear it in the way in the final part of this video, which is like a more bushy, natural type of wave. It's super easy like to manage, and then once it's all wet, when it dries like really beautifully, and it dries moisturized. Now I'm taking off the elastic band, so you see that dent, but remember the dent is from me having it on all night. But now I'm gonna show you how to clean it up. The dent, it'll come out with time, and then I'm gonna show you how to clean it up and make it look more natural. And as you can see, my hair, it don't move. So the way to get rid of that crusty crab, like around your hairline, or that cradle cap that some may call it, is to just take a damp towel and just gently just wipe away. Now you don't want to press into it because you don't want to saturate your got to be glue gel and spray to where it comes off. So you just want to be gentle with it. And then the secret is to put your makeup on over it. Now, I don't really put the makeup on when I don't have makeup on because it tends to pile up and then it becomes a buildup. Then I got to take it off and wash it. And I don't want to wash it in the middle of the week. So with that being stated, the only time that I really, follow up with the makeup is when I'm actually wearing makeup, which I'm not right now. But I will come back in a couple of minutes with the final product and the final beat so you can see this all together. So if you just stay tuned, girl, I know it's been a long journey, but we'll get there together. And the next thing we need to do on this journey is you need to subscribe to my channel, because I'm not understanding why you continue to watch my videos, but you don't want to support me and subscribe, and then click on that bell so you'll know when my next video is coming up too. Can you please click on the subscribe button, please, if you're not subscribing. If you are subscribed, make sure you like, share, and thank you. So I'll be back. See y'all. Alright, so all I'm doing is applying the makeup as normal, but making sure that I press it in that lace that's a different color from the rest of my face. And as you can see, it looks natural and there's no difference. And I'm going to go in with my Fenty powder and finish up my face. At night, I normally use my makeup wipes to not only take the makeup off of my face, but also that area. And because the makeup wipes are not heavily saturated, it does not take the adhesive away from the Got To Be Glued hairspray and gel. So that pretty much is it. When at the end of the video, when I was saturating the hair with water, I liked the way that looked, but I like the bigger look more than I like the condensed version of it. And this has to be like 100 and I guess that 120% density, and I'm more of a 150% density with wigs like this because I like it to be full. So what I did after I what I did after I spritzed it and saturated it with the water was I let it dry. Remember to put in that leave-in conditioner. I took a little bit, just a little bit of oil because you don't want it to look oily. And then I rubbed it in my hands and I rubbed it all over the hair. And then pretty much I combed it out. To maintain this wig at night, I braid it up. And then I wear my satin cap, and I always wear the elastic band around the hairline so that I don't have to re-glue the unit each and every day. If you want the details about this wig, it's actually an Amazon wig, and if you click here, I actually did a review on this wig many moons ago. I don't know if it was like a year or so ago. Would I recommend that you buy this wig? I'm kind of on the fence about it, and the reason is if you look back at the beginning of the video, the top portion is very dense, and I have no earthly idea why they made the top portion like a 180 density and then the rest of the wig is like 120. And the killer is that it's 180 density only at like the root. Now I'm saying that's how it feels. So when I bleached the knots, because I did customize this by bleaching the knots and I plucked the knots, I would say that it took the bleach well, but the conditioning just didn't take as much. Now, is it dry? No, it's not dry. But just in this 180% density area, I mean, it's a fight. Every single night it's a fight. Like every time I wash this wig and then put it on and install it, it's going to be a fight. It's a fight because we fighting with, number one, I got to get in there and comb it out. So sometimes I'll use the blow dryer, and most of the time I'll use a hot comb. Baby, the hot comb be like, I don't know what happened, but somebody is trying to entrap me because the hot comb can't even pass through. It's like the 80%, 180% density is like stop in the name of whatever because you're not going. So if you know how to customize wigs and you think that you're ready for the fight. I only have to do the fight once a week when I wash my hair and reinstall it. Yes, I would get it because it is affordable, but it seemed to work very well when I first got it, but over time, and I think part of it was because of my neglect too, over time it did get harder for this part. And I've noticed just a lot of tangling here whenever I wash it, or like if I process it with some bleach or something like that. Everybody knows that Amazon does have affordable wigs and they have good wigs, but most of the wigs that you buy on Amazon, you're gonna have to do work with. So I would not recommend this for a beginner, but definitely recommend this for someone who's a wig connoisseur who could just go in and like customize it if you're up for the challenge. But I don't buy wigs because I want to do the amazing race of the wig. I don't want to challenge myself. I just want to plop it on and go and do my day. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to subscribe. You didn't seen it like I don't know how many times. It's just a, you see how quick, just look at my hair. You ain't even see that one because it was so quick. So click on that subscribe button if you are a subscriber. Love you so much for subscribing. Make sure you click on that bell, and I will see you guys next time on Hawkins Corner.